Good day everyone, I'm Julio Tumbado from BTBT at FSM TV. So today I will discuss about establishing training requirements for work-based learning programs. So our objectives are defined establishing training requirements for work-based learning programs, enumerate training requirements for work-based learning programs, and the benefits of training requirements for work-based learning program. So, what is establishing training requirements for work-based learning? Establishing training requirements for work-based learning programs involves identifying and aligning skills, essential skills, knowledge, and competencies that participants need to acquire through their work experience. In establishing training requirements for WBL programs is about to ensure that the training aligns with the practical skills and knowledge needed in the workplace. Training requirements for WBL programs. First is identifying goals. So determine what the WBL program aims to achieve for both the participants and the organizations. So these steps involves clarifying the purpose of WBL programs, so the goals must be specific and measurable for both the participants and the organization. So these goals guide the different and implementation of the programs. So for the participants, the goal is they focus on the skills, competencies, and knowledge that participants are expected to gain by the end of the program. For example, a participant in home economics, the WBL program might aim to improve culinary techniques that learn kitchen management or understand nutrition. And for the organization, the goals can also align with the needs of the organization, such as ensuring that the program helps the organization train future employees or meet industry standards. Next is skill and knowledge assessment. Assess the specific skills and knowledge required for the roles of task participants will be involved in. Once the goals are set, so the next step is to identify the specific skills and knowledge that are necessary for the rules or tasks that participants will perform during the WBL programs. Next is training a curriculum. Develop a structured training curriculum or plan that outlines how these skills and knowledge will be taught and assessed. So in identifying the necessary resources, ensure that the program is successfully involves developing a structured training plan that outlines how the essential skills, knowledge that will be taught and assessed. Next is resource allocation. So identify the resources, tools, and support needed for effective training, including mentors, materials, and technology. In identify the necessary resources is to ensure the program is successful. Evaluation and feedback. Establish methods for evaluating participants' progress and providing feedback to ensure they meet the required standards. Evaluate participants' progress and provide constructive feedback is crucial for ensuring they meet the required standards like formative and summative. Compliance and standard. Ensure that the training requirements align with the industry standards, legal requirements, and best practices. in WBL programs can meet the standards, degree requirements, and the best practices. Program structure. Establish a clear schedule and logistic for delivering training, including timelines, rules, and responsibilities. To create a clear schedule and logistic for the program delivery. Assessment tools. Create assessment to evaluate learner progress and competency, including formative is ongoing and summative is a final assessment. So let's come now in benefits of WBL programs. First is gain work experience. In gain work experience, WBL they provide an opportunity to gain hands-on experience. So this benefits it allows students to apply theoretical knowledge to actual tasks, bridging the gap between classroom learning and demands on the job. Next is get industry insights. So, through work-based learning program, participants gain insights into the industry that they are training for. The last one is find a permanent job. One of the main goals of WBL is to help participants transition from training to employment. That's all for today's video. Thank you for listening.